Hello beautiful people, it is Amanda here from Mystical Dragon. It is literally only a few days away from the Witches Sabbat of Lughnasadh or Lammas, and so I wanted to bring you this really simple but really beautiful spell that you could do at this time of year. We are actually, Mystical Dragon has started doing our brand new Sabbat boxes. And so we have done a special Sabbat box with this spell. You actually will receive your 3 candles you need. You will receive some wheat stalks to use as decoration. This beautiful altar tile, which is a selenite tile with the triple goddess symbol. You'll receive some Lughnasadh Sabbat incense, which is a beautiful blend of herbs, and a charcoal disc so that you can burn your incense on top of, and you can do that separately, or you could actually have that burning as you were doing this spell. You also get, of course, the spell page, which we've done up beautifully, that you can add straight into your book of shadows, and a separate page that talks about the Sabbat itself and gives you some inspiration for decorations and different divinities and things like that that you can work with. But let's dive straight into this spell, where we're using the 3 different coloured wish candles here. And I prefer to use the wish candles because they burn out within 2 hours. So that's a good time to be able to keep an eye on them without it getting too long. So we set up our candles, as you can see. In our Sabbat box, we haven't actually included the little stands for the candles. If you have enough stands to be able to use, that's perfect, definitely pop them in that. But I wanted to be able to show you there is other options that you can go with as well for standing up your candles, especially the wish candles, which there's a bit less weight involved. So here I've just got some pretty little bowls that I've filled up with some of the rock salt, and I have popped my candles and they stand up beautifully in that. You could also use sand, or you could use dirt, or probably even rice, to be able to do exactly the same thing with whatever kind of containers that you might have that you think look really pretty, that you could add onto your altar as well. So just to give you some ideas. So we set up our altar in honor of the Sabbat of Lughnasadh, however it is that you're feeling drawn to do that, and of course having your 3 candles, which is all that we really need to be able to do this spell. So then we'll center ourselves before we light the first candle, which is the white candle in the middle. Here do I light the lamp of spirit. May its light reach out across the barriers from this world to the next. May it make contact with the natural world of my unseen friends in spirit. May I be open and aware more readily of the positive energies of spirit and that unseen world. Blessed be. And then it's good to pause and connect with that energy that you have just called in with that little invocation and with lighting the candle. So you could do some candle gazing, just sit and with your eyes closed and feel the energy, or however you want to take a moment with that energy. Then we'll light the yellow candle. Here do I light the lamp of truth. May it light up the truth in all that transpires between this world and the unseen world. Through this intent there is truth in all communications that come to me. This guidance flows easily, and I am able to understand the wisdom shared with me now and well into the future. May it help guide and protect me. Blessed be. And then you would once again pause for a good few minutes, just connecting with that energy before you light your last candle. Which is the orange candle. Here do I light this candle in honor of the Sabbat of Lughnasadh, festival of the first harvest. Here now do I acknowledge the coming season of autumn. I give thanks and gratitude for, and then simply listing off those things that you're feeling particularly grateful for at the moment. And this may be a long list that you design before you sit to do the spell, where you work out perhaps a long list of all the things you really feel grateful for that are in your life at the moment. Or it may be a short list where you just add some heartfelt things that you feel very grateful for. It can be things that as simple as, you know, a roof over my head, I have food in the fridge and in my belly, you know, those kind of really grounded, really, you know, they might seem basic but are still really essential things that we can be grateful for. Or, you know, maybe thinking about some of the things that have recently gone on in your life that you're feeling particularly thankful for and grateful for. And so that, as I said, that list can be as long or as short as you feel it needs to be, and it can be pre-prepared or just speaking from the heart at that point. And then blessed be. Once again, taking a moment or two to connect with that energy, maybe watching the candle flame, closing your eyes to feel the energy before we announce so mote it be. And then all we simply do is leave these candles to burn all the way out. And that is as simple as this spell is. But I am a keep it simple kind of witch, and I find that the keep it simple magic really works very powerfully for me. And I really hope that you enjoy casting this spell if you decide to do that. Even if you don't grab one of our Sabbath boxes, don't forget Mystical Dragon does sell all of your spell equipment and your ingredients and items. We have lots of herbs and crystals and candles and cauldrons and all of those good things. We have an e-store and also a physical store you can walk in, which is in Seaford in Melbourne, Australia. So wishing you a really beautiful and blessed Sabbath later this week, everyone. I hope you enjoy doing this spell. I hope you have a really beautiful day and get to do something that makes you feel really good and connected. Blessed be, guys.